Hi you guys, welcome to Love or Tarot. I'm your host here at Love or Tarot Jay, and I'm super excited to dive into some energy today with you, okay? Wanted to talk to you guys today about the full moon in Sagittarius also being a lunar eclipse. I will definitely tell you the main point here is powerful. This energy that we're moving into is like none other that I felt since I've started practicing. And I am just really interested to kind of see what comes up. And I just want to be clear about, some subtle facts, okay? So the full moon in Sagittarius, also being the lunar eclipse, is going to be Friday, June 5th, 2020 at 12:12 p.m. Pacific time and 3:12 Eastern Standard Time, p.m. Okay, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so it's definitely one that's going to be, during, the times of light, okay? So just wanted to let you guys know that. Also, I wanted to read you guys the transcribed message that I got in reference to my meditative session before I kind of go into my meditative session and further explain and possibly get downloads and all of that jazz, okay? So the message says, this shift that is taking place now is shifting the false promise of power and free will. So many things will occur in the next few months that no one will see coming. Just remember to band together. Know that your ruler is nothing but a puppet in the grand scheme of things. Find safety in Mother Earth, for it is in her belly that you will find comfort and healing. Gaia is changing socially, spiritually, economically, and emotionally. The unseen will be seen, and the unheard will be heard and heeded. Okay? So, I kind of want to touch on this just a tidbit, because in my meditative session, I saw a puppet figure, okay, that resembled the President of the United States at this current time. And it just was like, somebody was basically just playing with different wooden pieces of him. And of course, that's what was spoken to in the transcribed message about him being nothing but a puppet in the grand scheme of things. There are so many things that are occurring on the planet right now that are causing a serious shift and change within all of us. It is something that I feel all of us felt stirring and brewing, and I feel like now it is coming to a point of it just, we're all on fire for change. We're all on fire for wanting things to be different and wanting things to grow in a better direction. And that is exactly what is going to take place. I feel like it is not going to be taken lightly, but by force. And that the powers that be are not really going to be able to contain this situation because they fully understand that they're powerless in this situation. And so that was one part of my meditation. The other part of my meditation was something I'm kind of weary about talking about, and it is the constant reminder that we are being manipulated when it comes to the galactic beings, okay? We are being told by so many different avenues that there is a galactic being by the name of Palladians that are here to be our saving grace, okay? And I'm worried about talking about it, but I just want to be honest that the Palladians don't necessarily have the greatest intentions for mankind, okay? And that a lot of what we see here on Earth in regards to individuals that look like Palladians is that those people have certain intentions for us that reflect our experiences. It's almost like Earth has been the testing ground for things that have occurred elsewhere, okay? And by that I mean slavery, by that I mean oppression, by that I mean control and the need of control. And these things have to kind of come to a stop. What I saw was experimentation on other galactic beings being done, especially one in which that I'm extremely close to. and it kind of hurt me to see them suffering in any way. And it has a lot to do with knowledge. It has a lot to do with conducting energy, and that happening in more of a mental capacity. And I don't know why that is so important, but I was told that I needed to share that, so I am. And there's definitely a division that is taking place, but it is not taking place as, you know, a way to discriminate against the other person, but more so because so many people are waking up at rapid speed that now you are having people who are finding themselves separated, finding themselves as the black sheep, when in actuality, I want you guys to know that this is the era of the black sheep. So many people that have been doubted, so many people that have been discarded or ignored, again, they're going to be heard in this season that we're entering into. This is the new world order. Like, we're getting ready to experience a life, a world, an existence that is unlike anything that has come before it. Yes, there will be things that will go back to normal, so I don't want to say that in that regard, but when I mean moving forward, nothing will be the same as it was. And for anybody living in that existence, that is just the pure refusal to see anything beyond their own bubble, and that's okay. A spiritual awakening, just opening your eyes sometimes is a very, very hard thing for some people to do. And we can't judge them for their place in life. That may be their mission this time around, and that is okay. But it is up to us to continue to evoke change, speak to things that are wrong, and to not be silent in a time like this. Two, that's interesting. I was asking about the pandemic virus that's going on right now, and I was told, just reminded of the same message that I got in reference to winter. Winter, we may see okay, they're telling me don't say may. Okay, we will see a spike in virus cases, okay? We will. It's something about this next season that's going to be very, very, very difficult, and that is going to be part of it, that we will see a spike come winter in regards to virus cases, okay? So just make sure that you're being safe. Just make sure that you're, you know, taking care of yourself in the midst of all that is going on in the world right now. It is so, so important that we make sure that we were remaining safe. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards from the Keepers of Light Oracle deck. Who do we got? Oh, that's interesting. We have Isis and Horus. Magic Manifesting and Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring, and your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. That's for somebody. Okay. Okay. Okay, I just heard it will be these two. So we have Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is going to definitely be a time of you speaking against how you feel, you know, in regards to everything. So, you know, just stepping out of the current condition of the world and things that are going on right now with rapid, massive protests and everything like that. Just speaking to us as individuals on an individual level, there will be truths that you will feel that you need to speak out against. And it is okay to speak out in against those truths, to speak out to those truths, to be honest with yourself about the position that you're in, the things that you're feeling, and understand that everything that you feel has merit, okay? And to not at all think or be afraid of the bite back that you may receive. You are so much stronger than any drama that may occur. And any drama that may occur, it is always a responsibility of yours to understand that your response is your responsibility. So if someone else wants beef, turkey, pork, drama, okay, you don't have to accept that. Then we also had Kutimi, cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Trust what you know. And again, just speaking to that truth. There's so many things that are going on in the world right now that a lot of us saw coming. A lot of us saw coming. You know, it's just, I mean, honestly, it's certain things that it's like you go from being in one place, and those things moving in a different direction, because as we evolve, we change. And as we change, we grow. And there's been so much collective growth that has gone on in the last 20 years that, you know, I mean, just look around. The world is not what it used to be. You know, old ways, old traditional ways of thinking have really left the building. They really have. And I speak to that in my own life as well. There's something about the last 20 years. There's something about the last 20 years. Something about the last 20 years. Ooh. That's interesting. Something about the last 20 years. I'm really trying to find this. So the last 20 years, speaking to the ignorance, speaking to not being heard. Yep, yeah, definitely. Okay, so out we have the Three of Coins, okay, and we have the Devil energy, okay. So, you know, it's just crazy. It's like, again, with choices, okay? You know, there's this choice to manipulate the collective. To manipulate the collective. You know, to make us feel and believe that everything that's been going on has been okay when it hasn't. That's one side. The other side is having people around you that you know do not align with your own beliefs, and coming together to speak against this devil energy. Negative, nasty, taunting, rude. This energy is going to be different for everyone. And I'm being drawn to the fact that this dark, shadowy image is standing behind her. So for some of you, this even may deal with friendships, in regard to friendships, and not really understanding what went wrong in certain friendships, and finding out that it really wasn't that person at all. It was somebody that they were energetically connected to. For a lot of you, it'll be that this person was in a relationship with someone that didn't want you around. And once they're kind of moving out of that energy, you all are able to reconnect. And then on the other side of the board, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the Seven of Coins in reverse. and we have the Hierophant in reverse. So again, doing something new, that, you know, this still applies. Doing something new in regards to breaking down the traditional way, the old way, okay? That is what's happening collectively for all of us. So many of us are moving away from what used to be. The old ways are old. The old ways are outdated. They do not resemble this time. They do not align with this time. Okay? And we're being pushed to not be okay, to not rest in what we do not want, or not rest in what is not beneficial for us. It is also here that this not resting, this fight, okay? You know, for some of you, even, you know, within what's going on right now with this fight, this protest, it will happen. It will take some time to occur. The things that we are asking for, the things that people are pushing, it will take some time, but there will be success. There will be success. But we can't let up. We can't let up in doing the right thing and fighting for what's right. And this also relates to this friendship with someone in particular. It's like you're fighting to have your friend back. You're fighting to have that connection with this person. And this is different in different arenas. For some of you, you're waiting for a marriage to end so that your life with someone can begin. And you kind of know that they're not with the right person, and you're that other person saying, I'm here to give you all the love that you need, but just kind of waiting. Then there's this other group where it's friendships, it's friends, and knowing that they're with somebody that's toxic for them, but still wanting to be there. That wait is necessary. That constant pull for your friend is necessary. It's necessary. You shine a light on what needs to be seen, and what can sometimes in other situations be blinded from them because they're being manipulated. Like the current state of the world. Spirit, any other messages in reference to the full moon in Sag? Yeah. See? Again, so we have the Emperor and the Empress in reverse. Okay? This is the loss of abundance. This is the loss of abundance. This is the loss of abundance. And for some, this is a very, very controlling person losing the Empress. Losing the Empress. No longer being in a situation of power, things shifting and changing, and losing the very thing that really touched this person, that really made this person feel whole, due to their own action, due to their own ways, I will say. And just speaking on the economic portion, because there are a lot of coins here on the board, speaking to the economic portion, you know, some, you know, of the systems that we're involved in, you guys, are losing out on money, And you know, they want us to make up for it. Yeah. But with this weight, honestly understanding that whoever is in this situation, this toxic relationship or what have you, this person and the loss of this person, you will find out, it will be brought to light, the confusion. You know, it will be brought to light, the sneakiness, the confusion, the deception. okay? And in the end, you're left victorious. You're left in a situation where, you know, your feelings of loss and grief are replaced with abundance and joy and happiness. But, you know, it starts on an individual level. It starts on an individual level. For some of you, it's really finding out where you stand. Where you stand. Where do I stand in this situation? Where do I stand with the current situation that's going on in the world right now? For others, it's just, where do I stand as a person? How do I fill my cup? How do I fill my cup? Because I know I want abundance. I know I want the life I've always wanted. I know I'm trying to manifest all these things, but things that you're trying to manifest don't align with your current state of being. And what some people don't really understand about manifestation is sometimes these things aren't coming to you at the rate that you would like, because your life doesn't showcase that you are the person aligned with these things. And sometimes the things that we're manifesting don't come the way we want them to come. There are people who will say, oh, you know, I want $1 million in the bank. I want a wealthy husband. A wealthy husband, $1 million in the bank, and he's abusive and beating you to a pulp. You have to be careful. You have to be careful where you sit emotionally and what you decide to accept. Because what's happening is that this devil energy is counting on our downfall. It's counting on us manifesting things, and it's putting in front of us the very thing that we think that we manifested, and it's trickery, it's lies, it's deceit. It's people coming in to do nothing but steal what joy you have for themselves. You know, the energy vampires are real, y'all. And they will come to steal your light, and that is it, and leave you dim and roll out. So you just have to be careful at this present time, the company that you keep. The company you keep is so important. Because for some of you, there is some deception going on in the company that you keep, whether it be friends or relationship. You know your situation better than I. But it's important to know that all of this first starts inward. It starts inward. Where's my stance? Where do I stand? I'm not a person that dabbles into politics. I just dabble into energy and the things that I'm shown. And when I mean I was shown the President of the United States on puppet strings, I was shown that. When I was shown the experimentation on galactic beings happening from other galactic beings, like there's a constant battle, there's a constant war that is going on, and it doesn't just exist in this realm. I just heard light years away from us, the exact same thing that is occurring here is occurring elsewhere. So, for those of you who resonate with that, you know what that means. Spirit, is there anything else you would have me to say? Is anything, any other messages that you would like to give to the collective? There's something about trusting your gut. Trusting your gut. Not just in the sense of a gut feeling, but there's something going on with someone in their nutrition. There's certain things that you're craving that you don't normally, that are more so on the healthier side. Definitely go get those things. It's your intuition kicking in, trying to get you the vitamins and things that you're deficient in at this time. It's very interesting. Very interesting. I just heard sometimes family don't love like friends, and that is so true. For some of you. You know, again, I was just speaking to that whole, you know, what I'm coming to realize is that this is the era of the black sheep. And in being in this era of the black sheep, there's so many things that are coming to light. There's so many people who are finding their strength in their own darkness. And it's okay that family don't necessarily provide the comfort that your friends do. Friends are family. Friends are family. I know mine are. Okay. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So, koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Yes, spirit does. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Okay. So, and that, I really feel in regards to everything right now that is occurring that may be new concepts that you may have, been developing, feeling that you need to move forward in. Do it. Do it. Definitely take that leap of faith. Also, for those of you going through situations where certain people need to kind of exit stage left, it's time to take that leap of faith. It's time to take that leap of faith. Sorry. It's time to take that leap of faith. It's time to just allow yourself to let this person go in love and move forward. Move forward. And I know that's always easier said than done, but you do not know the abundance that is waiting on you on the other side. I was just telling to a friend, don't waste time on your boyfriend when your husband is waiting. Like, don't waste time on your girlfriend when your wife is waiting. Don't waste time on, anybody. Okay? Don't waste time on anybody, because your perfect person, your soulmate, your divine counterpart, in some cases, your loving twin flame is waiting on you. And you cannot give so much energy to something that is negatively impacting your life, so much so that you are nothing else for anyone else that needs you. We are nothing without our community, okay, is what I just heard. And you are connected. Your energetic field, the people that are energetically connected to you are your community. And your community need you. Your love circle needs you to be at your best, okay, to be at your best. And that means truly pouring into yourself, pouring into your own cup. Not allowing things to, get so bad that you forget about you, that you forget about your standards, that you forget about what you value in a relationship or friendship. Those things are non-negotiables. Non-negotiables. And it's time to take that leap of faith. Okay? So swan spirit, I just kind of feel like I touched on this just now. Take a deep dive, okay? So again, connecting in with you, connecting in with your inner child, your inner being, and understanding, and even your higher self for the true answers that you hold. I've been talking to so many people lately, and it's almost been like this consistent thing with everybody, like, oh, I know this, but this is how I'm feeling. And it's like, okay, trust that you know. Trust that you know. At the end of the day, trust that you know. You are the person. You are literally, I tell you guys all the time, you are the master of your destiny, the narrator of your story. Don't let nobody else tell your story for you. Don't let nobody else tell your story for you. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Okay? And then brown bear spirit, take time out. For some of you, it's time to take some time for yourself. It's time for you to unplug. A lot of times, you guys, and I mean this for all of my empaths out there, you can definitely relate. It's time for us as empaths to understand that while we want to be in the know, it's okay to, briefly kind of check in with the world. Hey y'all, what's going on? What's tea? What's the news? And then shut that door and move forward in life. And within your own space and your own healing and the things that you need to do, because as healers, as light workers, as different people in this world that are brought here, that were brought here to truly change the narrative and help people in this transformation process that the that the world is going through right now, we can't be as plugged in to what we're seeing, you know, because it affects how we are able to function and do our work. And so many of us will take on the pain of the world right now, and there is a lot of pain to take on. And it will, in some cases, leave us depleted and defeated when we need to be at our place of triumph, at our place of hope, at our place of, you know, yearning to just tell somebody that there is success at the end of this, that things will change, that things will grow, and that things will develop, and that all of that starts with first caring about you, figuring out where you stand, okay, with everything. You know, we're not just talking about, you know, what's going on in the world right now. We're talking about our innermost. And while we're, you know, seemingly, you know, in some cases, it definitely does feel like we're put on the front line of all of this because we feel it energetically. I know I do, energetically and emotionally before anyone else. And it's kind of like you kind of feel it. Like you wake up in the morning, you're like, okay, today's gonna be rough for a lot of people. Like, and if you continue to start your day, continue to start your experience with that, then it will only hurt you in the long run. So it may be time for some people to take a break, you know, to unplug at times, turn off the phone, put the phone face down on the counter, go on about your day, and, you know, within your family dynamic and just you independently, self-care is very important also. Because the energies that we're dealing with right now are very, very intense, and not everybody will have the strength to deal with them properly. And it is those of us that are here to do so much work with the collective. It is important for us to make sure that we're there, ready, willing, and prepared for the aid that we may have to provide. And I would definitely say it's not a may, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen because the aid is necessary and the aid is there. But we have to make sure that we're also ready for the demand that it's gonna call for. Because a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are seeing the world with fresh eyes through the circumstances that have occurred. And it is something that has been necessary and needed for quite some time. I also want to say that, you know, again, I always talk to you guys about collaborative effort, and I definitely feel like it's time for us to save ourselves. And, you know, I made a whole video on that months ago, and I really had to rewatch it today, and it really truly touched me. I will try to leave a link in the description below, because it really, there is no Calvary. No one's coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. We have to fight for the change that we want to see. We have to be the ones to help build the new world. And it's as simple as that. And I just wish you guys so much love. Oh, I'm sending you guys, ooh, so much love, okay? I just, please just embrace, you know, the moment, you know, embrace how much power is going on right now. You know, it really truly makes me cry every time I think about the fact that we are seeing a global response to a problem that so many of us, and I mean us, I mean, you know, people of color, have seen for so long. And I'm just really happy that it's coming out on a global scale with a global response. So I love you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the new moon Cancer, which is also the solar eclipse. So that's about to be a whole nother tea. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you then, and probably see you before then for, you know, my bi-weeklies. for each zodiac sign. So I love you guys so much. Peace, love, and light to you and all those you love, leaving you with nothing but joy. Bye now.